Hello, guests and ghouls, and welcome to Quest Friends Hereafter, an improvised fiction podcast using the role-playing system Under the Neighborhood. I am Kyle, he, him, and today I, my 4 best friends, and some dice are going to tell you a story about college death. It's like college life, but I did dead instead of life.
I thought it was a college debt joke.
Yeah, same.
It's like college debt, but I didn't think of that much better pun.
I genuinely thought you said the word debt as well.
Student moans.
All right, well, who am I playing with today?
I am Ari, she, her. I play Ariel Enrique Hueso Kanaka, he, him. The opportunist who adapts and creates copies.
I am Emily. My pronouns are they, them. I play Irene Hawthorne, whose pronouns are she, her. And she is the Necromon trainer who overextends.
Hi, I'm Tom. My pronouns are he, him. And I'm playing Hilda Mishkiewicz, the guardian who pulls pranks and escapes, whose pronouns are she, her.
And I'm Hallie, pronouns she, her, and I am playing Sparky Malarkey, the intuition who investigates and has a mascot suit, also she, her.
All right, so this week and 2 weeks from now, and if I stay on track, only those 2 episodes, we're going to college. We're going to visit Skullyard, the big college in Necropolis. And just like how last time our slice of life complication was a bit different and more setting wide, we're going to do the same thing this time. So Skullyard has a big prospective student visitation going on, and I want to know what big, official or unofficial event is going on during that visitation.
I think there should be like a play-in-a-day student film festival going on, like specifically like make a film in 48 hours or whatever. And so there's this really annoying gaggle of students trying to film a music video called Worst Mistake. And they just keep getting it everybody's way.
I will let you know, when we filmed Worst Mistake, we annoyed Iowa, not our college.
We filmed Best Mistake. I made a clever joke also.
Oh.
In reference to us.
I'm so sorry.
That video won awards, Kyle.
It was.
It did win an award.
Did you both get the award trophy thing, or did just Kyle get it?
No, just me.
Kyle.
Just Kyle.
Yeah.
You were the one who got it and you couldn't even remember the right name?
Kyle, I want the trophy.
Well, you know.
I won the trophy. I edited the video.
Give Ari the trophy. Give Hallie and Ari each half of the trophy.
I directed it. I managed it.
Just break it and then give us it. What did I do? Did I write it?
You helped write it. That was it.
Okay. I feel like I didn't actually do anything for it. I was just kind of there.
I know for a fact I did almost nothing on the presentation. I suggested one idea that made it into the final draft.
Okay, what's our other slice of life complications?
Part of the campus has been just sealed off, metal plates bolted over the windows and all that, like a big vault door in front of the main door into the building. And everyone thinks there might be some sort of killing game going on inside. Everyone just keeps hearing a from within.
Why? Well, I have 2. One is just a way to plug the spoon game. What was that? Like, it was so funny.
What?
Did you not play the spoon game?
I have no memory of the spoon game.
You have no memory of the spoon game?
I was so afraid and I wasn't participating. Sometimes people would just like scream and jump out of nowhere.
You all had a spoon, like a plastic spoon, and you had to, you got a target that you had to kill with your spoon.
This is the game that Stefan was good at. I remember you telling me about this.
It was the game that Stefan killed me at. Yes, He killed me with his spoon. You had to go and target somebody when they didn't have a spoon, so you always had to have your spoon, and you didn't know who was your assassin. And I knew Stefan was my assassin, and I got cocky, so I just put the spoon in the front of the round table at Slick Shoes and stared at him like, yes, I know it's you. Come at me. And he like ninja jumped across the table.
Just leapt right across it.
And touched me with his spoon and killed me.
Meanwhile, my super proud moment with that game was freshman year. I went up to the 4th floor. People didn't know each other then, so this person didn't have any idea who, like, if I was a target. And I was like, hey, I have this form for a new film-based club. could you sign it just so we could like petition to get the club started? And usually when they got into the signing mode, they forgot about the spoon, so they'd set it down. I'd just stab them. I'd be like, there's no club.
That was the real stab.
Okay, so spoon game.
So spoon game, and the other is just a reference to the meme where somebody in the library wrote, "We will have snakes" instead of "we will have snacks." And there was this whole thing of, there won't be snakes in the library, we meant snacks. However, in this case, there are snakes, which are just Necromon called
Ekans.
Nothip, which is Python in reverse. Nothip, because the snake is Ekans.
I was gonna say, we can't use Ekans or Arbok.
Notip, which is Python in reverse.
No tip.
No tip.
There are a lot of no tips.
Ari, those are so good. What the fuck?
Those are very good.
Those are both so good.
All right, Emily, what do you got?
Funnily enough, mine also involved snakes.
Amazing.
You remember how we had like pet therapy day where people would like bring in their pets?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're just some avid collectors of dangerous creatures that have brought all their precious pets in, and some of them may or may not have gotten loose in the common area.
All right. They're doing a play in the day film festival, so there's just a documentary team around all the time. Part of campus has been sealed off. There might be a killing game inside. There's the spoon game. There's a dangerous creatures pet therapy day. Or finally, we will have snakes. What are we feeling? And you can't say all of them.
Ah!
Or can we?
You can't stop us.
No! I'm going to give you 2 max.
I like spoon game.
Spoon game, definitely.
I kind of, yeah, 'cause I just want everybody to know about the spoon game.
I also like it because we're supposed to be sneaking around, right?
Yeah.
And so then everyone's sneaking,
Yeah.
and like our hiding spots will be other people's hiding spots, and that is very fun to me.
I want to play the spoon game.
Oh, I'm going to force you to play the spoon game.
Yes! Good.
All right. Do we want to do a second one, or we want just the spoon game?
I mean, you know, if somebody's walking and there's just a random snake, that's cool.
I do desire snakes.
Okay.
Give us the long dogs, the snoot boops.
All right. Well, before we get into snakes and spoon game, let's talk about what happened last time. It has been some time since last adventure. How long? I don't know. I don't care. It's been some time. In our last adventure, everyone was at Valley Public Schools, specifically Valley Middle School. It was a very hot day, so everyone was trapped inside. Quique and Sparky met a new transfer student, Katrina Collectum, who tried to take over their sockball team and turn it into joust ball with little fake horses, because she's an equestrian.
Yeah.
Quique and Sparky, however, with the help of the Key clones, taught Katrina the love of the sport, which was kind of undermined immediately afterwards by Hilda. Hilda was recruited by the vice principal, Seth Keyhole, to figure out the underground jousting club. After doing some investigation, she realized that Katrina was just trying to start an underground jousting club, but was like, oh, well, I guess you aren't interested anymore. I guess I'll just leave. And Sparky was like, we know you know the love of sockball, but basically go to her with her being jousting.
Get out of here.
Meanwhile, Irene, we met 2 of Irene's siblings, Aubrey and Stella. Aubrey and Stella came to live with Irene after, her eldest sibling prosecuted her for murder. Irene went to school, had a pretty regular day, but because Ariel was absent from the Necromon dueling club, Irene had to duel with new intermortal transfer student, Juniper Breeze. Basically, unlike Katrina, who just transferred from Flyover, Kansas, Juniper is dead. What kind of dead? Who knows? Nobody knows.
You.
I know. But Juniper has transferred in from someplace in the hereafter and is spending this year at Valley Public Schools, which is a little infuriating because, well, the unbeatable Irene Hawthorne tied with her in a duel. Irene would be more upset about that, but she's really upset about Ariel, because Ariel didn't show up, and Ariel's been acting weird in general. For example, Quique after some sleuthing, has figured out that Ariel, on the tour that we're going to go on today, is going to play hooky to hang out with his daughter Sochi. So that's what happened. Before we get started on the adventure, I want to know, what have you been up to since last time? And if you have pre-session roles, like I know Ari has 2 and Hallie has 1.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to do those roles during your what's happened and tell me why they are the way they are.
Oh, wait. This also means that I can change what I consider success and failure, right?
Yes, you get to... I don't know how to link that to character. You just get to change that, and then you get to roll loaded dice.
Yes. 2 success. 2 4s failure.
Okay. What's your loaded dice roll?
11.
Okay, 11. Quique is... I mean, it makes sense that Quique is prepared for today. Today's a big day.
Quique is prepared, and I want him to have his skill to be sleuthing.
Okay. What were your rolls, Hallie?
My rolls were a 6 and a 4 and a 1 and a 5, which means I have pretty good stats this adventure. I have a +3 in heart and a +1 in books and a -2 in fierce and a +2 in slick.
Any reason Sparky's got those stats today?
So I'm thinking the heart is because she and Quique have been bonding. They have the sockball team, and then Sparky was gonna help you right after we met at Die Hop, and then we had the other episode. So I'm not sure how much Sparky knows about Sochi, because I don't think Quique would have told her.
No, he definitely wouldn't have said very specifics.
Then for clarity then, I'm just gonna go with she has no idea. That was more of a call to future action than an at that moment thing, and so she's been kind of like on retainer, the way that you hire a lawyer and then you don't have them do things until later, except that Quique didn't pay her money because they're friends.
Yeah, she's not making
money, no. But like, she has found great joy in sockball. Great joy she never thought she could experience.
I am glad Quique has shown Sparky all of the like key moments from sockball tournaments throughout the years, and some of the most heart-wrenching ones, and the etc. etc.
Poor in money, rich in sport.
Yes, rich in sport.
And heart, because it's +3. And then, you know what? Sparky's just real good at what she does. So books and slick, up, fierce. There's just too much love in her heart. She can't do it. She can't be fierce.
Okay.
That's what I got. You asked me what I had, and that's what's in my brain.
Anything else since last time that anyone wants to mention, or do we want to get started?
Irene has been training and being mad, and also trying to spy on Ariel, but not doing a very good job. Like, Ariel definitely knows that she's been creeping.
Yeah.
Is this the time where I reveal if Hilda actually did the things she said she would do last time?
Oh, right, I completely forgot. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, so Hilda was supposed to write a report for Keyhole and get the Jousting Kids article in the newspaper.
So my thoughts for that are, I want Hilda to do a malicious compliance with Keyhole's report.
Beautiful.
Fulfill it in every technical sense. Any explicit requirement he set, like page limit and such.
Yeah.
But not actually say anything meaningful.
Okay. He'd say something like, yes, Miss Hilda Miskevich, this was a very insightful report. Thank you.
Love that for me.
So you owe him a favor. He owes you a favor now.
Yes.
That you can call on upon any time.
Accumulating debt. And then I think Hilda will go back and forth for a long time on the basis of the boss would not honor a frivolous promise like this, probably. And the Jousting Club does seem like a bunch of squares, but eventually she will feel too guilty about not doing it and will somehow finagle that article into the school newspaper.
Okay, I want you to roll me convince somebody with a stat of your choice.
Oh dear. Well, you know, it's the school newspaper. It's gotta be hearts. Hilda can only speak from the heart on this one.
That's all the kids care about.
The heart.
The heart.
The heart, Norman. First we attack his heart. Anyway, I got a 13.
Oh my god!
Nice!
Yes, their very timely article on why Twilight is a terrible series and not representative of real vampires has gone up. You don't get a favor from that. It's just if you failed to do it, you are going to get a hard move against you. So...
Lovely.
Okay. Well, let's get started. College. For some people, it's a way to move somewhere new. For others, a chance to reinvent themselves. And for many, a non-stop party that even death can't stop. But for everyone, college is one thing. Possibility. The possibility that this time things can be different and your dreams can actually come true. I'm Ariel Zamora Ueso, and today I'm going to seize my destiny. If I can get my Tio off my back first. And in these hallowed halls, for a nominally substantial fee, your students shall become one of the finest that the world, from the here to the...
Excuse me, in the other college I went to, there was another guy, like, my age doing the tour, and it was way more fun than this. Can you walk backwards like those kids did? They walked backwards and said a lot of things.
This old zombie in functional military clothes, which includes like Kevlar and weapon straps.
Oh, Jesus.
Alongside a conventional, if less attended to suit, stares at the student and says, "First off, our students have been involved in that infernal spoon game. Apparently, they are not educated or mature enough for real swords yet," he says, pointing at all the spoons. I'm going to say each of you are holding. "Secondly, I walk forward so you may understand where one is in the hierarchy of things. And besides, my dear children Geta and Caracalla." And you see a snake with wings that splits into two heads that are biting each other, are here to watch my back. Any other
Yes, I do.
nonsensical...
I do have a question, yes. I'd like to know about your intramural sports, please. I was under the impression that there may be a juggling team here.
Any student may be able to start whatever menial and meaningless club they do so wish to entertain.
Menial and meaningless, I will have you know that I am the Clown Prince of Downtown. I'm kind of a big deal at my high school.
So you let all students do whatever they want rather than focusing on their academic achievements? Do you want them to get jobs after, or do you
Shut up, Josh, no one cares. I'll throw down here and now. You cannot stop me.
All I'm saying is that M.T. did not have all these frivolous clubs. They have one club, and it's science.
Excuse me, Mr. Geezer guy, is the spoon thing part of the curriculum? Are we gonna be graded on it?
I'm sorry, spoon thing?
Mr. Geezer here over there, the guy in the tour said that, everybody has a spoon thing in this college.
Does this have to do with employment opportunities after college?
Is that what it is about?
I don't know.
Do we eat with the spoons?
Is my child going to get a job related to spoons? Mr. Geezer.
I'd like a job related to spoons.
Wait, Iterzu, so if I am to understand correctly, you are a parent and not a student.
I'm here with my baby boy.
Is your baby boy the one that's not the clown but the entire circus?
Ching slice! As the tour guide, Dean Septimus Severus resheaths his sword. The parent, who was very pretentious, just falls to the ground.
Oh my god.
And a ghost just emerges from where they were. And as he sheaths it, he says, "I was forbidden from engaging in such harsh punishments with students. That is why I had to ask. Continuing the tour, and he continues walking on.
The ghost continues to follow the tour, just fuming.
I love it here.
Quique, how did you feel after seeing that?
I mean, that is just a regular, normal college experience for Quique, you know? He has seen his fair share of things. He has left several kids in college before.
Yunwin, you can see on one side, is really excited, and whenever you stop, she takes out her pick and then takes her cane and tries to like move it like she's slashing a sword at it.
Oh my god.
The pick is beside itself.
That is not part of the actual curriculum, kid. It's that is just how this school is. But there's, for instance, MDIT has other types of enforcement. You will not be learning to do this kind of behavior. Plus, you're too young for this.
Yunwin's, at first she's downcast. Oh, this isn't the regular. Then she's excited. Oh, it is here. Then downcast again when you said, oh, but you're too young. And she pouts and puts the pick back and then tugs on Ariel with her other hand, who is looking around just like, what? Ask Tio Quique. Ariel kind of shrugs off Yunwin, and they're looking around school. And where the other kids are looking with this excitement and energy and jubilation, it seems as if Ariel is scanning for something.
I mean, without it being too obvious, I want Quique to, like, occasionally kind of just glancing at where Ariel is looking, but not like, you know, super obvious, you know, like looking at the tour guide and talking about the different learning opportunities that...
Okay, so I want you to roll me a slick. And the reason I'm doing that is because you're rolling stealth and detect stealth simultaneously.
That is a 9.
A mixed success. I'm trying to figure out how to do this, because I had you roll stealth and detect stealth. So I'm going to say that you are either more obvious than you think, or you don't catch Ariel sneaking as like immediately. You'll be able to follow along, but you won't be able to be like, oh, hey, and pull them back onto the tour immediately or anything like that. Which of those do you want to go with?
I think that one, because being more obvious then makes it also hard.
Okay.
So both of those things have the same result.
In that case, as Dean Severus goes over the beautiful volcanic rock and crypt-like halls of our fine institution, we had a brand new Monet instituted just this week. You notice that Yunwin is trying to pull away from you.
What? Why is she trying? What is she looking at?
If you follow her gaze, you can see the statues. There's a line of them. We're gonna say they're all of Roman emperors.
Is she interested in the lion pelt of Commodus?
Yeah, sure. And you can see that on this volcanic stone statue, you notice they all have the same, like, very strict arms crossed pose. But the lion guy, he looks like he's flexing. Commodus looks like he's flexing because one of the arms has been lifted up. And Ariel is ducking behind this little passageway that seems to have opened up behind the statue.
Ah. Well, you know, if Yuna is actually just pulling Quique towards the statue, then Quique will head there, and then we'll be like, hey, would you... I'm thinking if I want to do the kid alone thing here, but I don't know what it's gonna be, and I don't want to leave this child alone. But the other option is spying with, like, one of Quique's arms.
You do have the hand.
I do have the hand that can just follow Ariel. But no, I think he's gonna risk it. I think he's gonna just pray that he gets somebody that's actually a responsible adult.
Alright, roll me 1d26.
1d26. 21.
21. So
21.
I need a name starting with U.
With you. I guess Uriel.
Uriel?
Yeah, like Uriel, but Uriel, which I guess it's gonna be confusing with Ariel, so I can pick a different one.
No, we'll go with Uriel.
Urbano. Urbano.
He's just a former pope. Just a Quique in a, what's it called? The hat.
Okay, who wants to be Urbano?
Emily, do you want to be...
Have I been volunteered as Pope Quique?
Yes.
So a Quique dressed like the Pope for some reason appears.
Yeah, it was that part of my life. I thought that I had buried that, but I guess your past always comes back to haunt you.
Quique starts a religion the episode.
He rests his bony hand gently on Yunuen's forehead. I bless you, child.
Oh, God.
She doesn't like that. She's looking at you, Quique, like, who's this narc?
Who's this narc?
Just, refrain from trying to evangelize the child.
Oh, no.
Sir, I just want you to take care of her while I do some things. Don't do something that I would not do at this present moment. And if you do, I'm going to learn about it and I'm going to leave the hand. I'm gonna do the sign of the cross and then leave at the end of it, just leave the hand.
He scoops up the hand in one of his and puts the other hand over the top of that.
Man, it's always, and you don't know what you're gonna get. Listen, kid, if you see Sparky, well, I guess, if you see somebody that is a responsible adult that you know.
They're the same thing, Quique.
Quietly, he points to himself.
Besides him, you can go if the hand approves of that. But for now, I leave her to you, and he points at Urbano. Otherwise, there will be eternal damnation on your soul.
I await your return, Quique, and so does he.
We are all awaiting.
Is that too much? Is that inappropriate?
We're all awaiting on his return.
Emily was looking up at the sky.
Oh dear.
Yunuen looks at you and she makes a little she makes a little angry sound and she stomps her feet.
I know, kid. I'll be back soon. I promise. I just need, your sibling just kind of ducked away and I kind of need to see it, but I also don't want you to see it.
She nods really fiercely and tugs on your hand to go follow Ariel.
No. This is may be too dangerous for you. So you, surprisingly enough, might be safer with this guy here.
Surprisingly enough.
Stay at my side, child. As I have stated his.
No.
And he looks up again.
Just ignore all of the things he says.
She kicks you.
Use your best judgment as Quique tries to slip into the statue hole.
Yeah, she kicks Urbano and then just flumps onto the ground poutily.
Oh, kid.
Urbano crosses himself and nods his head to her.
And in the distance, two people with sunglasses and newspapers put them down in front of their faces and look at where Quique was and get up to follow. Who were those mysterious figures following Quique? We'll know the answer after the announcement break. This announcement break, I wanted to quickly thank three people. I wanted to thank Blueberry and Mai for serving as vocalists, and I wanted to thank Miles Mercury for helping me with writing. What am I referring to? You'll find out near the end of the episode. But if you like what you hear at the end of this episode, check out the description below where you can find all of their stuff. I also wanted to let you know that the NPC Showdown is happening again this year. For those who don't know, each year I do a competition on twitter.com, x.com, whatever the hell it is, where we do a March Madness style bracket with NPCs. However, we don't have that many new NPCs since last time, so this year we're doing Necromon. If you can hear this episode, check out twitter.com right now. Hopefully we'll be starting with that bracket either today or tomorrow. And while for future years, we'll be doing the NPC Showdown maybe on other platforms because, Twitter is Twitter. For this year, we're still going to be holding it at twitter.com/quest_friends. Just quest_friends on Twitter. I don't know why I tried to spell out the website for you. It's also in the description. All right, that's all I got. So I'll see you for part 2 of whatever the hell I end up naming this in 2 weeks on Monday, March 18th. But if you'd like additional short stories behind-the-scenes insights, or podcasts, such as the Rest Friends for Irene's Rival, which I just released, you can check them out at patreon.com/questfriends. I'll see you there. So we're gonna flash back for a second to Die Hop. Die Hop was that all-American diner that only serves crepes with French.
Before we got on French.
And is a library.
Everything is grapes.
Quique, you smell the French,
God.
which overwhelms the crepes. You can faintly hear the words, oh ho ho, and crepes, reverberating from the headless neck of Philippa Galatay, the sous chef, as you walk over to the corner booth where you were going to meet with Sparky, and as you turn over, you see Sparky sitting with Hilda.
Ah, hey, Sparky. Hey, kid.
Oh, hey, Quique.
Hello.
What up? How's the food?
Still crepes.
Still crepes. Yeah, that's sure surprising in a place that has a lot of crepes, and that's like its signature item.
Yeah, it's just that
It's pretty good.
yeah, they're great.
Yay! Hey, kid. Actually, turns out that crepes is one of the things us skeletons can eat, and I forgot to order some. Would you be fine going and fetching a crepe for me? I can give you some money. I can give you extra money.
Hilda is narrowing her eyes, strokes her chin. One could even say she dons her skepticals. And she says, sure, I'll go order some crepes. And then she just, like, slides back out of frame, not actually, like, turning around or changing her expression.
Quique will be like, great, and then like lean to where Hilda was present, like covering the frame where Hilda has left, and just be like, what's the kid doing here, Sparky?
Yeah, you know, she's too smart for that thing you just pulled, because I taught her, so now she knows something's up.
Well, you know, you can outsmart her somehow and tell her that it's something different. I don't know. What's her birthday? Maybe you can plan a birthday party for her. And
I don't know when her birthday. I have to ask when her birthday is.
Oh, very great. Well, great. Maybe it is in a week. Maybe we locked out, and we can say that it's a.
Maybe it's soon. You're right.
No, maybe we can say we're planning a surprise birthday party, which we will.
Like we're surprising her with the surprise planning of her surprise birthday party.
Hilda quietly to herself from across the room. My birthday was 2.5 months ago.
No.
Fuck that.
Hilda's birthday in summer. Noted.
Anyways.
Look, she showed up and was like, what are we doing today, boss? And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, teach me stuff. And I admire you so much. Well, not in words, but like, you know, you can tell.
Sure.
And like, I can't just leave the kid. Who's she gonna hang out with? Her parents?
I mean, that would be nice. It's nice when kids hang with parents or uncles sometimes. But no, listen, when I told you could sneak, it was just like a you thing. I don't want the kids involved here. I already have too many kids involved in this situation, and I just don't want to have more kids involved in this particular situation.
Quique, I respect your needs and whatever you want out of this thing that we're doing today. But Hilda is my apprentice, you know? 2 investigative reporters better than 1. She doesn't. If you really don't want her to know the whole story, I mean,
it's not that I don't want her to know the whole story. Is that I think I have seen, just let's just put it that I've seen just one too many kids get lost to this particular situation, and I just don't want
to a college tour on Scullyard.
No. Well, yes, that too. That has happened a couple times, but that's a good kind of loss because it's an education that's well earned. So that is, I suppose you can call it a good loss, but no, it's not that. Listen, the other thing, something is wrong with Ariel, with my kid. You know, the one that brought the sibling of Yuna, the little yeah,
Yuna's sibling. Yeah,
there's something going on, and I really can't give a lot of details, but there's something going on with them, and if you choose to sleuth on me while I'm sleuthing on them, you may encounter the particular situation. And I just want you to be careful of not getting the other kids involved in that.
Okay.
So, just letting you know that. And if you do happen to encounter that particular situation, I want to let you know to be very aware of what your current... This is gonna sound weird, but just be very aware of what your actual emotional state is at that moment. Which I know it might be a little bit hard for you, Sparky, because I don't know if...
Quique, listen. I love encountering situations. I live for it.
Yes, correct. But no, this is like an actual...
I am a mature, grown woman who is in touch with her own feelings.
No, yeah, I didn't super mean it. I didn't mean it in a metaphorical way. I meant it in a literal way.
Like, I'm an investigator. I encounter situations all the time. There are like so many situations that I it's what I live for.
I meant it in a literal way. I'm not trying to be insulting or anything,
okay,
but just...
That's interesting, yeah.
You know,
Look,
there may be, if you are excited and suddenly feel way more excited than usual, or, you know, just be aware of that. Let's just say that whatever Ariel is involved with may or may not be able to maybe tamper with emotions. And so be aware of that.
This must be a really good college.
It is not related with the college. It's studying with somebody at the college, Sparky. Oh my god, I thought you were an investigative reporter.
And I'm getting so much more information out of you by playing dumb. Listen, Quique, Hilda, for how mature and wonderful and smart she is still a child. So if you want someone to be connecting to Ariel or following in a place where maybe it would be weird if an adult was, children can come in really handy for that sort of thing.
They got tiny hands for stealing.
Tiny hands for stealing. Plus, I mean, you know, she's really smart. She may want to come here for college one day.
She can go on the tour, but I
just like a fun outing.
Just this particular encounter, it's a little easy to get swayed by it, especially for kids. So, you know, I'm putting her in your hands.
All right.
I doesn't want to lose another kid.
All right. Another kid.
I didn't say that. I meant any kids, you know, to college.
I left my recorder at home, but if I hadn't, that would be on it. I'm kidding. I don't use it anymore.
Pulls out a second recorder. Note to self. Keep the recorders hidden from Quique.
Note to self. Pretend I don't have this. You lied.
Anyways, that is it. I just wanted to let you know to be particularly aware of your emotions on that particular case. You know, just
all right.
Maybe focus on something that makes you extremely mad when you think that there's something that is changing and it's different and weird. Maybe, I don't know, rutabagas? I think they made you mad.
Fuck rutabagas. God.
So just focus on that. Just,
you know, all my socks have gone missing, and I am really mad about that.
Oh, you don't have to tell me the specifics, Sparky. Just, you know, whatever it is.
Okay, well, just if for some reason you do remind me, just remind me about my socks.
I will remind you about your socks, perhaps. But that is all I wanted, just to warn you, to give you a warning. If you go and face it without warning, it's a little bit too much.
Okay. This is all...
Even for an experienced connoisseur as myself.
An experienced connoisseur of feelings?
Maybe. Yes. No.
All right. This is all.
Anyways, that is all I have to say. Just keep the kid, you know. You can brief her, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to, but, you know, under your own risk.
I feel like at that moment, we would just see the camera turn slightly, and Hilda is like 6 feet down the bar, staring intently through Felipe Galate's opera glasses at what's going on.
I love it. So, Hilda, you've been watching them, listening, taking in the ambiance of the oh and the crepe sizzling on one of the grills. The other one doesn't work. Is it fair to assume that you've caught most of that conversation?
Yes.
Okay. Well, as they seem to be wrapping up, you notice that the sounds of the grill and the happy French laughter aren't there anymore. And you just hear instead...
What?
No.
this for you.
Mr. Egalite?
I told you, I am not manager, and a business owner has no interest in selling the property. Philippe Egalite is, despite his boisterous voice, because it's the only way I can do it, his posture is stiff, his little spatula is gripped tightly in one hand, and he is staring with deathly seriousness at two overseers from the Bureau of Intermortal Enforcement.
No.
Who are talking to him in their way.
Hilda immediately, hides behind the counter, but peeks out to watch.
I said I cannot sell you that. No price is high enough. I can sell you crepes. I can sell you hamburger. It is crepe. I can sell you French toast. It is crepe. I
like that last one in particular really broke Hallie.
He's crepe. Like you're trying to convince yourself.
Well, now that's enough, Mr. Egalite. Hilda, you see the owner of Out of Time and Hellish Impound, and it seems Die Hop. Big Jake Hell put a hand gently on Philippe Egalite's shoulder before looking the overseers in the divots where their eyes should be. Now, are you two fine folk gonna order something today, or are we just gonna keep standing here? No, he cuts them off. I have been very clear. I have no intention of selling this establishment. So unless you have some sort of impound order or some other law I don't know about, and he clicks his fingers, and out of a flame, a binder as thick as a human skull slams on the table with a thud. You're certainly welcome to see how it compares to the legal forms I have together here. But if you don't, and his little horn nubbins start to flame a little bit, then I'm gonna have to ask you fine folk to leave. There is a long pause, and then just... The two overseers then briskly turn to the side, walk out the door, which has the jovial little ding-ding that they have at usually barber shops. And Big Jake Hell just says to himself, "Yeah, I know you will."
Hilda will take vigorous notes on these happenings in a little notepad.
Okay.
And then hide under the counter.
Roll me stealth, Hilda.
A 4?
Take an AP.
Yay! I needed that.
As Big Jake Hell picks up the flaming book from a plate it happened to fall on, he remarks, "Well, it seems in my fury I've just accidentally ruined poor Miss Miskevich's plate. You can come out now, by the by."
She pokes the top of her head out under the counter and says, "Oh, hello, Mr. Hell."
Mr. Hell.
Hello there. Are you keeping yourself out of trouble?
Probably not, no. The boss has got a mission at Scullyard today.
The boss, you say?
Mm-hmm. And she points over at Sparky.
Sparky, he looks at you, and we'll say that you can now see him. Well, that sure explains a lot. A regular devil and imp in the making, you two. For reference, demons are people who died falling into flames, and they have horns whose length represents the severity of their sins. Big Jake Hell's horns are, all things considered, rather short. Imps are similar to demons, but they just stumbled into flames instead, often because they followed a demon.
Why do the overseers keep coming to bother you?
Oh, they're just interested in purchasing this establishment. I have no interest in it. There are plenty of die hops that are, well, let's just say they have clientele at times other than 2 a.m. or, he looks at Sparky and Quique, covert meetings. So, if I was in this to make a profit, well, I would have sold it to them a long time ago. But as I'm not, Well, they'll have to move heaven and earth in order to get me to sell it over.
Well, I'm glad. I really like it here.
Well, I'm glad you do, Miss Miskevich. I like it here, too. Okay, so I'm going to say everyone has been part of the spoons game, just because that's fun to me.
Oh, yeah.
Who are our targets?
I need everyone to... We're going to do a 1d15.
Oh, no.
I need you to do it twice. One will determine your target, one will determine who is targeting you.
Can surprisingly Urbano also be part of the...
Yeah, do 16, Urbano.
Okay, 2d16.
Am I rolling too?
Yes.
I got 13 and I got 15.
I got a 3 and a 4.
I got 14 and then 5.
I rolled 15 and 14, which are both numbers other people got.
Reroll me the first one. Oh wait, no, reroll both. Sorry.
16.
Okay.
16.
You got 2 critical successes, though.
Oh, these are good ones.
I don't like that. I don't like the laugh you just did.
Okay, this is gonna be hard to remember, but you have your little spoons. It's a plastic spoon, but it reverberates with ghostly energy.
Nice.
And you can see the name of your target in it. We'll say it's like alphabet soup. It's normally a jumble of letters, but if you shake it, then it'll take the shape of the names. Quique, your spoon says the name of, it just says Jake.
Oh boy.
We don't know who Jake is.
I do not know who Jake is.
Sparky, yours says Unuin. Unuin Zamora Ueso. Irene, we don't know what Irene is doing, but yours says Urbano.
Oh no.
And you're like, who the fuck is this?
Glad that Emily is targeting Emily.
That's called self-sabotage. I've been working on it with my therapist.
Finally, Hilda, as you're following Quique, you notice a very weird name in your soup. Like, one that just doesn't feel appropriate. You see the name Irene Hawthorne?
Huh? Huh? What?
Do you say that as you're following Quique?
Yeah.
My hand goes to her mouth immediately. And I drag her behind a statue.
Yes, because after following Quique, you've now made it into the secret catacombs behind the statues of the Roman emperors. Unlike the publicly attended to hallways, these catacombs aren't sterile and shining. They've actually got cobwebs and rust and, yes, even more statues of Roman emperors. If the standard Skullyard hallways are catacombs plus college, these are just flat-out catacombs. And in these catacombs, you cover Hilda's mouth before her voice echoes off of the empty stone walls. Do you do anything else?
No, we're just gonna hide and collect ourselves for a brief second, and then continue following down the...
Okay. And Quique, you are following... Here's a question I've had, Quique, and it's something I want to know. What's your game plan when something happens? I've been very curious about this, and I feel like now's the time to ask, because I feel like now's the time Quique ponders, like, what exactly is your game plan here?
He doesn't really have one other than trying to get Ariel back to the tour. Like, he tried it one time and it didn't really work because he passed out. So he wants to, like, make a do-over here and, just... It's not, he doesn't really have a plan, really. He just doesn't want his kid to be in contact with.
Okay. I want everyone to roll me keep your cool.
Okay. While we do that, I forgot on my way, I want to stab Unuin with my spoon so that I win.
Oh, that's so rude.
Roll me sneak.
Okay, this is my slick roll for that.
Can I do an opposing roll?
For the baby? No, the baby's just gonna...
No, but because Urbano is with her.
For the key clone.
Okay, yeah, do me an opposing roll, but you're gonna take -2 because Urbano is not slick.
No, I'm not thinking.
It's not even God can save you now.
I want it known that he's gonna try. 2 and 4.
10.
So, Unuin is plopped down on the ground, pouty. You know how kids will just like flop down with their face on the ground?
Yeah, she's vulnerable.
Yeah, just boop. You just boop her. She doesn't even respond.
That's all it is. It's just a little boop with my spoon.
Yeah, roll me another 1d, roll me another 16.
A full 2 seconds too late, Urbano throws himself
Mr. President!
in a vague direction that he thought perhaps was the right one.
Just any direction.
And clatters to the ground.
I got 11 this time.
Okay, your target changes to Stella Hawthorne.
Okay. Stella. Stella!
And I don't think Elliot would have talked about his sibling, so I don't know if you know Stella or not.
Right, so Hawthorne, I recognize that name, but there's gonna be the math meme going on. Alright, this is my Keep My Cool. Oh no!
Alright, what did everyone roll for Keep Your Cool?
I got a 4.
I got a 8.
I got a 7.
I got 6.
Okay, take an AP.
Yay!
Tom and Helly, you're going to take disadvantage forward.
Okay.
Oh.
And Quique, you're going to take -1 forward.
Okay.
What do I get?
What did you roll?
7.
Yeah. We'll say Irene gets that as well. Yeah, you're also -1 forward.
What were you gonna do?
You hear this deep echoing, "Oh, yeah!" And your eardrums just start bursting as this voice echoes throughout the entire catacomb space.
Instinctively, I cover Hilda's ears instead of my own.
Hilda appreciates that because it's what she was going to do as well, and she's just like, ow.
Irene will cover her ears, but she's still sneaking, so she's not gonna do anything else.
And Quique is startled, but he also is still sneaking, so it'll be kind of the similar situation as Irene.
Okay. And you notice that the sound came from where Ariel is.
Okay, then I'll go a little bit faster in case, he didn't super process that it was not, in fact, Ariel who shouted that.
You walk out, and as you walk out, you see, well, it's horrifying. You see an entire crowd of people on the ground, hands over their ears, moaning and squirming. You notice that you're in another part of the courtyard, another, school, kind of a back lot. You can see all these spoons are on the ground, and there are 2 people standing. One of them is Ariel, who just looks kind of annoyed, and next to Ariel, you see this person, the student about Ariel's age, probably a prospective one, they have a little badge. They, is a banshee with a melting teardrop face, glitter in the grooves under their eyes, because banshee has kind of melting face and grooves where tears would be, sunglasses, a fedora, because of course, a checkered shirt with suspenders that are underneath a periwinkle jacket with ripped sleeves, crudely fashioned to look like a vest. And this person also, you can see, has a massive chain wallet. And they're looking at Ariel like, I got you, I spooned ya. And Ariel just, that doesn't mean what you think it means. No, it means what it means. I spooned ya, I got you with my spoon. You are Ariel Zamora Ueso, right? And Ariel just nods their head. Yes, I am. All right, well, in that case, I spooned you. I got you a spoon. I can help you out. Who do you want a spoon? No one. Ariel, you can see, is turned away and is starting to look around, and this figure is just bouncing back and forth. Hey, you a prospective student too? I need I can either join my band. You want to join my band? Do you do music? Ariel scoffs, turns their head. Well, yeah, I know real musicians now. Well, yeah, you know real musicians because you know me. But you don't know me yet. My name's James, but I like to go by Jam.
Oh my god, I hate it.
I am a bit of a musician. Right now, I am a duo act. It's just me and the snake with a cute little cat-like face and tiny little nubbin paws that's wrapped around his shoulders. This is what a no-tip looks like now, by the way. You're welcome, Ari. Yeah, me and Snake here. We're kind of a 2-person act, but well, you can have a duo, but you really need a trio for informed acapella.
Informed acapella.
Ariel despite themselves, kind of perks up in that and says, "Acapella." Really, acapella? That is a bold choice there, Jam. Nah, acapella on its own, that's not super bold. You know what is bold? Ska. Ska? So what's even bolder? Ska plus acapella. Skapocalypse. I got the vibe, I got the band, I'm just looking for more people, so if you know anybody, Jam. And for the first time, Ariel turns around and just puts a hand on Jam's shoulder. You had me at Skapocalypse. All right. Hey, what's your name? Oh wait, no, your name Ariel. I knew that because I spooned you. Please stop saying that. And you can see that Ariel smiles despite themselves as everyone else gets up and brushes off the excited yell of Jam the Banshee. Because banshees, if they yell, it can be very violent. Yeah, so Quique, I'm going to say you're caught up, and I'm going to say everyone else is caught up as well.
I think, this was an unexpected situation. It reminds him of how he met Matteo, because it was surprisingly similar. His plan now is just to keep so that Ariel stays there and doesn't go anywhere. So he's gonna try and rally the crowd, kind of like how in Aladdin, how the genie is like, "Oh look, Aladdin, this prince is so good," in the parade, trying to get
Prince Ali,
the people in the crowd excited so that they demand a song so that,
So how are you gonna do that?
I mean, he's not good at actually making his voice different, but he can try and just can I flashback say that he has a change of clothes so that he looks like a hello fellow kids student?
Hello fellow kids.
Yeah, but to be convincing, you're gonna have to give me an AP because you are you're a geriatric skeleton trying to be hello fellow kids.
It's true. I will give you 1 AP.
Okay, so you're going to get the -1 forward, but I want you to roll to convince them with advantage. And you're going to use slick because you're lying.
Okay. 12.
Okay.
But it's dirty 12.
As a dirty 12, well, it works. I want you to describe how you get people amped up to do a song while perfectly disguised from your teenage Sabrina and, everybody else.
Just those kids look like pros, am I right? Yeah, oh man.
Yeah, you are right, yeah, oh!
Encore! We want an encore for the song that is just the first one.
Let us break it down.
What? I can't hear anything. I'm just gonna keep shouting until something happens and someone checks my eardrums.
Yeah, didn't we come here for the greatest event? These seems to be the concert people. We need something entertaining. More than one song even. They seem like they know what they're doing.
More than Ariel, more than one song?
One song to start, and then we can go from there.
One song to start, and then many after. One song to start, and then many after. You see that Jam just has their hands tucked up, and they just wipe away tears from their eyes, and are I've only had a 3-person band for 10 seconds, and we've already got a show. And then he's just gonna whisper to himself, one song first, and then many after. One song.
That can be the name of the band.
One song first and then many after.
Yes.
I'm so happy for this child.
And Ariel shouts out, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yeah. You find yourself all alone on a dark and scary night. Then something grieves your soul, quite a fright. You can't hear a single song, nothing at all. When the music is on the run, you know who to call. It's the Ska Patrol. Hunting down those wayward tunes, the Ska Patrol. Bringing good vibes straight to you, Ska Patrol. Doobie, 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 doo, the Ska Patrol. Rhyming's hard, but friends are cool. Yeah!
Quique, despite this not being his music, I mean, well, no, it is secretly his music, but he will never admit it. He's actually proud this time of a kid in a concert for actual solid real reasons and not fabricated reasons. And so he is actually truly skeleton crying a little bit. Not a lot. It's just like when Phil in Air Hercules just has a little tear when he sees the constellation.
That's Phil's boy.
It's Phil's boy. That's Quique's kid.
What are Hilda and Sparky doing?
Sparky is just confused about like what Quique was so afraid about because this is rad. Like this is just a rad thing, and she's like, Quique's such a stick in the mud. What is he worried about? This is fun.
Hilda is jumping to conclusions.
Her knees must be sore.
Hilda is trying to figure out the best way to like interrupt the show to protect Ariel from whoever this is.
No. Oh no. Is there any way that he can see Hilda?
Well, Hilda's got to get past you. There's only one entrance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Hilda's not being sneaky. She is just like making her way towards.
Okay, I want Quique to try and stop Hilda. What are you doing, kid? What? First of all, what are you doing here in general, and then what are you doing specifically?
I'm helping out, and you're being very weird.
No, you're not.
You never actually told us what we were supposed to be doing here, so.
Well, you know, I didn't tell you plural because I didn't want you here, Sparky. I thought that would be too dangerous for a kid.
We fell out of space.
This is
You know, point granted.
This is a party, Quique.
Yeah, no.
Like what? Look at us. I mean,
The only thing I'm in danger of is getting an unrealistic expectation of college.
she's got a point.
Well, that is something that I cannot fix, kid. That is just something you will get in any college. But no, listen, this is not what I was afraid of. This is completely unexpected, and this is great. This is great. If this continues like this, I really don't need you. It's fine.
Well, what are we protecting Ariel from?
Not this.
Yeah, look, they're doing great.
They're doing great.
Look
They're
at
doing
them.
fantastic. They're rocking it.
But I had pocket sand.
You have pocket sand.
Pocket sand, yeah.
What'd you bring pocket sand for?
Hilda just tosses some pocket sand.
In the crowd,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
think it's like special effects.
Actually, take a GM intrusion.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, good. I want to give the other point to Irene, who is not here, maybe.
Hoping I'll surrender to you, Hilda? Let you stab me with your spoon? Think again.
Irene just quietly whispering that to herself as she holds her spoon and watches from behind the corner. The sand glitters and glows, and it bursts into energy from the air. And it seems to be like, oh man, it just turned into magic. But you notice, no, those are stage lights. And when you listen to the song, you realize it sounds better. It sounds good. Their voices are different and impressive and powerful, and it sounds as if there's music underneath them, and Ariel's voice doesn't sound like Ariel at all anymore.
Oh no.
It's the Ska Patrol, hunting down those wayward tunes. The Ska Patrol, bringing good vibes straight to you. The Ska Patrol, dooby 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 doo. The Ska Patrol, we stick together a soul like mine. And now that I'm here with you, my one-man band's become two. So watch out for the Ska Patrol, hunting down those wayward tunes, the Ska Patrol, bringing good vibes straight to you. Ska Patrol, hunting down those wayward tunes, the Ska Patrol. Nothing can stop us, not even
As the song ends and everyone just starts clapping, Jam, really excited, looks to Ariel, lifts up Ariel's hand, and opens their mouth to go, "Thank you, everybody."
Oh no.
Jam is cut off as behind him there is a giant limousine with massive, spotlights on it, shooting down into the crowd. And in the doorway, Sparky and Hilda, you see a beautiful pop idol siren. Jam narrows their eyes in confusion as the crowd sees Sochi and goes wild.
No. This is abort.
Wow, this must be a really good school.
No, abort. This is what I was talking about. This is
What do you mean? What do you mean?
just
This girl? This person?
Yeah.
She seems nice.
No. That is the first mistake to make. Are you feeling fine, kid?
I feel a little empty inside, but otherwise, yeah.
It's because you got rid of your sand.
No, I have more.
Oh, thank God. I mean, we need to work on that, but not right now. Yeah, just he's just gonna motion at Sparky and kind of point at Ariel, point at her, and kind of no, split, kind of doing hand gestures, even though there's no plan.
I have a question.
What?
Is everyone looking at Ariel, or are they now distracted by this pop idol?
They're distracted by Sochi, although Sochi is walking up to Ariel.
Is it clear she's walking up to Ariel specifically, or just looks like she's walking up in front of the crowd?
I don't think Irene would tell the difference.
I would like to attempt to reach out from the shadows near the stage and pull Ariel into them.
Like the hand of the Onceler coming out of nowhere and just yoinking somebody, eking out between the wooden creaks of the stairs and just making a child disappear.
Roll me either take action or sneak.
Yeah, I want to roll take action.
Okay, and then you have -1 forward because
-1. I would like to spend an AP.
for advantage.
Yeah.
How are you putting extra advantage into moving as quickly as possible?
Irene has been standing here the whole time, so she's been almost reaching out of the shadows a couple times to grab them, but then the opportunity hasn't presented itself.
Okay.
So she is very much on edge, prepared to spring.
Okay. And how are you trying to do this? This kid is twice as tall as you. They're skinny, but they're tall.
They may be twice as tall as me, but if I put all my weight into it and grab 2 fistfuls of the back of their shirt and jacket and yank, I bet I could get them to stumble backwards.
Okay.
She does have the element of surprise.
She does have the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There's the advantage, element of surprise. Because Ariel looks very excited and very energized and very amped up.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin this moment for them. Woo! That would be an 11.
Ooh. Okay. Irene, I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked Quique. What's your game plan here? I think I understand it, but I also feel like I don't understand it at the same time.
I want to threaten Ariel in an alley, essentially.
She wants to kidnap the kid. She wants to disappear him for a while.
She just wants to know why they aren't at the Necromon Club anymore and what's wrong with them, because something has to be wrong with them if they're not at the Necromon Club. She's been stalking them all day. She knows they're acting a little bit weird.
So, Quique, you said you pointed to Ariel and Sochi, right?
Yeah. To Sparky. Like, not like super obvious.
Right, Sparky's looking at the connections and she's kind of mouthing like,
Math meme.
afraid of this kid? Yeah.
You're especially confused because it just looks like Quique is pointing to Sochi and then to Jam. Because Ariel isn't there.
See, Ariel's fine. They're not even there.
I think we're going to end with that. Next session, we'll start with Irene confronting Ariel in a fucking alley.
God, yes.
As, I guess, it's now you versus Sochi racing to find Ariel.
Exquisite.
Racing for the child's soul.
The hunt is on. Who can find Irene Hawthorne first?
Which is great because they're like right behind where they were. They're just a little bit out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Ariel in a bush.
In a bush.
You're welcome, Kyle. I ruined your plans.
So, Sculliard has a big prospective student visitation going on, and I want to know what big, official or unofficial event is going on during that visitation. Again, it could be official, it could be we have pre-test tests for students to know what tests are like. Or it could be like, yeah, the guys over at Sigma Tri Alpha are having a rager. Like, it can, the whole spectrum is there for you.
I just want to express my appreciation for the fact that you said visitation instead of visit.
Is visitation more like, is that only used for prisons?
No, it's used for winks.
No, yeah.
It's like the visitation is the part before the funeral.
I'm gonna...
So that was an intent.
It was very intentional.
A very intentional pun. Mm-hmm.
You're so clever.
I'm so clever.
I'm so proud of you, Kyle.
Anyway, sorry for interrupting. Allie, what was
It was a worthy interruption. I have one. I have an event.
I know for a fact I did almost nothing on the presentation. I suggested one idea that made it into the final draft.
No, what you two did was drop a 15-page script weeks before you were graduating when I asked for a 5-page script 3 months before then.
It was hard to get it all in 5 pages because it was so good. It was such a good script.
Is that different from the Disney Noir?
That is the Disney Noir.
That is the Disney Noir.
And they told me I was going to do it. And I'm like, no, this was your project. I was just like managing overall.
Yeah.
I was so excited to edit the Disney Noir, though. I'm so sad.
In my defense, I wasn't a mature enough person to say, we just have to let this idea die because no one is capable of doing this semester.
Well, I mean, we're going to Disney now.
We can film it there.
We can film the Disney Noir.
They'll let us do that.
No, please.
They'll allow that. They won't mind.
No.
We just need a cell phone, an axe, and Mickey ears.
That's literally all we need. We can do it, guys. I'm writing this down. I'm adding it to our Disneyland spreadsheet.
The other one was worse, and I was thinking this is going to be X-carded because it was a little too real.
Okay.
Some pro-gun protesters have decided to abuse, like, the fact that Sculliard is technically government property, and so technically all of their rights apply here, to just show up and be assholes to everyone, because that happened at OSU when I was there.
I thought you were going to go a little bit darker and say it doesn't matter because everyone there is already dead.
I'm not going to do gun. I'm going to say pro crossbow protesters are on Skullyard. They're pro crossbows and they're pro swords.
Oh, no.
Because those are elegant weapons.
Okay, so we are, Quique and Sparky are aware of.
I'm going to say you can be aware.
Okay, I'm just unclear, so I don't know what to.
You are probably aware.
Yeah.
I'm not that far away. That was my whole joke, was that I was like sitting just out of frame.
Oh, Sparky does a spit take. She spits out her juice or whatever she was drinking. She like happens to glance over and goes,
You don't have to do anything, Sparky.
Oh, I don't think she would is the thing. I just wanted to do the spit take and then like I'm going to continue drinking my juice elegantly.
He's not going to ask how the car is doing today.
Good.
All right, Tom, what were yours?
Mine were 14 and then 5.
Oh, no. Oh, that's bad.
I'm so happy right now. I like when those sounds are not about me.
And I'm going to have to come up with some bullshit song. Thank you for that.
I can't wait to hear what happens.
We're the Ska Patrol. And the Patrol. And you're gonna go in amazement of our ska capella.